Hi everyone, welcome back. I'll be reacting to Divya Kumar Khosla's skincare routine. Stay tuned.
Guys, this is Divya and today I'm going to share with you all some of my skincare secrets. So normally I get complimented for my skin a lot. So here's what goes behind it.
She really has wonderful skin, so let's go in deeper to see what her skincare routine is all about.
This is a Cetaphil lotion which I start my day with. I start my day with cleansing my skin, and it's
Cetaphil cleanser is the one I write most often because it suits all skin types, be it the most sensitive to a regular skin type. It suits everyone and it's very cost effective. So I really love this product, and it has different formulations now. There's a foamy formulation, there's a gel sort of a formulation. All these are really great. It's bland, it doesn't have too much fragrances, so it's really good for sensitive skin too.
mild and you can get it at any of the medicals. So it's a very good cleanser. Next comes the toner. So this is a skin balancing essence by SK-II. I've hardly used it because I just picked it up recently, but I started.
This is something I'm not too much fond of. It's only suitable for extremely oily skin or acne prone skin. If you use a toner on a sensitive skin or even a normal skin which is slightly on the drier side, it can dry out even more and it can actually strip off the oils off your skin and make it more sensitive. So I'm not a big fan of toner. I do not prescribe it in my practice.
I studied about it, and it's actually manufactured in Japan. So the scientists, they have figured, that a part, something which they put into this product is what was used in the manufacturing units by the workers. So when they were working in the machinery and all, they had to dip their hands in the product, and their hands hardly aged, while their skin, that was like they aged and they were looking like 60s and 70s, but with their hands were almost like they were 30 years old. So isn't that amazing? So this was a great selling point for me, at least, to buy this product, and hope it works for you as well. But let me use it first and then I'll surely come back on the Pink Villa's skin.
You could actually use vitamin C after you cleanse your face, because vitamin C actually reverses the damage that happens due to the oxidative stress and UV damage that happens on your face. So after cleansing with a bland cleanser, you can straight away go into vitamin C. Again, vitamin C is not good for a person having acne prone skin. So if you have clear skin and normal skin, then vitamin C is great for you. And also we get these cleansers having all actives in it, like salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide for an acne prone skin. So normally I give a cleanser which will act like a medication too, It will hydrate your skin, it will also give in the required actives for your skin. So I skip this step. I do not give a toner in my practice.
Skincare regime video again to tell you how did this go. Okay, so next, something which I really love is an Evian facial mist. Whenever you're tired or you're traveling or it's too hot, like the weather is extremely hot, you can just spray this on your face and it completely peps it up, and your skin, if it's looking too dull, then it will immediately brighten it. Love this. And
this is a great product. Even I use it in my practice, but I usually ask them to apply it after the sunscreen, the makeup and everything, just to set your makeup and to give you that required hydration. I ask them to do it at the end. So, but let's see it.
And then spray it on your face, so it will be like thanda thanda, cool. I think in the morning the best thing is to splash cold water in your face, because you've slept in the AC, like we all sleep in air conditioners, so the skin is dehydrated and it needs a splash of water. That's something which is very nice. And I keep changing what I eat and drink. Sometimes I'm like drinking like 30 ml of aloe vera juice, or at times just like
morning routine of hydration is extremely important. So I would recommend you to actually club your early morning habits to something that you already do. Like, you wake up early morning and you have to drink something, right? You drink some hot beverage or even just water. So why not club the water or mix the water with some lemon, honey, so that it becomes a part of your routine, and you also have some added benefits too. So you can start that routine. And also about washing your face, just do it gently about twice a day, because water itself is an irritant to your skin. So a lot of washing, excessive washing, can actually make your skin more sensitive and can actually produce more breakouts. So do not wash excessively. Twice a day is more than enough.
Plain water, and as much as water you drink, I think it works beautifully for your skin. And yes, you do have to take care of what you eat, because what goes inside shows outside. So yeah.
Eating and especially diet and skin, they go hand in hand, and I'm sure diet and health too in general, because 80% of a doctor's prescription, I feel, has to be about diet and explaining to them about what to eat and what not to eat, because majority of our diseases actually arise because of the stuff we put inside us, you know. So I always recommend eating a balanced diet, eat more of vegetables and fruits, eat raw vegetables in the form of a salad or a green juice, and also eat whole grains, and try to stay away from sugars, excessive salt, refined flour, and you know, just hydrate yourself with excess water, stay away from alcohol, caffeine. All these things definitely shows on your skin, and there's research proven things to show that diet and your skin go hand in hand, because these are things which are pro-inflammatory. All the things what I said about, like, you know, all these refined flour and sugars and all that, they're pro-inflammatory. They will build the oxidative stress, they will produce more and more free radicals, they can cause aging of your skin, they can cause damage on your skin. So even for acne, sugars and dairy products go hand in hand. So have a healthy, balanced diet.
I'm going to tell you one product which I've been using since the last 3 to 4 years, and I completely swear by, and it's worked wonders for me, I think. That's the Kiehl's Vitamin C Lotion. It's got 10.5% of vitamin C, and I just love this product. It's amazing, and it's like pure vitamin C being delivered to your skin, and I'm sure this has worked a lot in making my skin look the way it's looking right now. I like to use a very light moisturizer, because it's summers, you know, you can't go very heavy with your moisturizer.
Absolutely true. Moisturizers are something we have to use irrespective of the skin types, whether even if you have completely oily skin to dry skin, obviously you have to use a moisturizer, because these will actually replenish the oils what your skin is losing on an everyday basis because of the UV damage and all. There's little amount of oils or, you know, or the proteins which are lost from your skin, so you have to replenish that. And another important thing which I want you all to note is that dry skin is one of the most common reasons for uneven skin tone and pigmentation. That is something they don't understand. So moisturizers are very crucial. If you ask me just 2 products for your daily routine, it would be sunscreens and moisturizers.
One, it's very light, and yeah, this is what I use. And actually at night also, I don't like to really put a night cream, because I feel it's too heavy. So this is
always look in for the formulation of the moisturizer, because there are some heavy duty moisturizers which are in the form of creams, you know, and those are actually very good for atopic skin and extremely dry skin. But there are some other formulations which are water based and easily spreadable and easily absorbed. So these are very good on a long run, and, you know, for an acne prone skin. So choose the formulation wisely. All these moisturizers have somewhat similar ingredients, like, you know, they have ceramides, squalene, peptides, hyaluronic acid, but the formulation is important.
what I usually put at night as well. And along with the moisturizer comes an eye cream. Now this is the Clinique Pep Start eye cream. So whenever you've not slept properly, it'll immediately perk up.
I'm not a big fan of under eye creams, because I myself have this problem of under eye dark circles, and believe me, I've gone around the world searching for an answer for this, and I have realized that nothing actually helps. The only thing that can help is under eye hyaluronic acid injections. Fillers are the mainstay of treatment for under eye dark circles, especially when it is because of hollow eyes or deep set eyes. So I'm not a big fan of under eye creams. I do not prescribe it in my practice. What I tell them to use is a sunscreen and an anti-aging cream, even under your eyes, but in a little lesser quantity and just with gentle stroking. I feel under eye creams are a big hype. It is having the same ingredients what your normal face cream has, but definitely the concentrations are a little lower. So just put a little amount of the same cream. You can actually mix it with moisturizer and then apply underneath your eyes.
And fix it and hydrate it, and it'll look like you've slept like 8 hours. So isn't that amazing? Because being a mother, you know, at times I'm not sleeping, at times I'm working, and
sleep is something which I am completely for good health and good skin. So having a regular uninterrupted sleep of around 7 to 8 hours is crucial for your health. It does a lot of repair during sleep. So, and your stress hormones and your hormones in general are under check at night. So having a good night's sleep, irrespective of your routine, is crucial. Don't neglect this part of your routine.
yeah, so something I really use for my skin are like packs, and I like to pick up packs whenever I'm traveling. So this was one of the packs. I think I picked it up in London. I'm not sure if you get it in India, and it's almost over. See, I've used it. I had picked like 2-3 packets of it, and it makes you like red carpet ready immediately. So before starting makeup, I just put it on my skin for like 10 to 15 minutes, and it's amazing. This is another.
And this is something I have to look up to. I am not, I haven't prescribed this until date, but I need to look up into all the sheet masks which are available rampantly these days. They all have hyaluronic acid and other antioxidants in them, but just one small piece of advice here is that they are loaded with fragrances. So just make sure your skin is of a normal type, it's not too sensitive and red already, because these things can make it a little more sensitive. So, but otherwise it has good ingredients.
The one, it's an anti-stress mask. It's available anywhere you go to, and whenever your skin is feeling a little dull, you can apply it, and it smoothens your skin and radiates it, and yeah, it's my go-to mask.
Yeah, so one last piece of advice here is do not use too many products, because I see Divya using too many products. So because that itself can make your skin sensitive. I see so many of them bringing bags of cosmetics. They've traveled all across the world, and they have brought in so many cosmetics, and that can actually make your skin sensitive. So choose. You don't need so many products. You just need, I told you, sunscreen, moisturizers is a must, and you can also bring in some actives like a retinol or a vitamin C. But check your sunscreen, because some of these have all antioxidants and hyaluronic acid in them. So then you can skip your moisturizers during the daytime. You can only put it nighttime, and maybe an anti-aging cream. So these are the only things you would need. So you don't need an extra sheet mask and all those packs and all that. All those are like feel-good factors. You can do it once in a while, but do not do it on a regular routine and make your skin hypersensitive. And one more thing is, if you can do any of these skin-directed procedures, like low-level fused pitch Nd:YAG lasers, or low-level non-ablative lasers, or even a good hydrofacial once in a while, they can actually do more for you than applying all these creams on a long-term basis, because those procedures actually immediately boosts your collagen and makes it to produce healthier collagen and repairs your skin in just a few minutes. So you can just do all of these once in a while again. So I'm just simplifying skincare for you. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and stay tuned for more from our side.